load these ATMs. I'm pretty sure you know. It takes you less than 5 minutes to get in here and see to load the ATM. So when you do purchase it, you will have a set of keys. This key here goes to this bottom vault. You'll take it, open it, punch in your code, the vault door will open. You can also take this key and use it, put it in the top of here, roll out, and this is where your paper, you'll reload your paper. That will be the most maintenance you will have to do on these machines. So, like I said before, it does have wireless. So this is the wireless that's here. It has 2 antennas on it. Nice roll of paper. On the inside of these ATMs too, you can look at this sticker. It's right here against this this metal part. It'll tell you the serial number. It also gives you the date of the ATM when it was manufactured.
Do you have these bolts again?
I do. So this is hardwood floor, so I use different bolts for these. But usually I use deadhead bolts and bolt all the machines down. You have to bolt them down. That's one of the most important. I see a lot of people using sandbags. First off, that's dangerous because if a customer comes in, bumps against the ATM tips over on the customer, you're liable, and also the shop or wherever you are is liable for that too. Second, you don't want somebody to be able to pick, because these ATMs are not heavy. Pick these things up and walk off with your ATM. You don't want that. And for extra security, if you would like, there is a cage that you can put around these ATMs as well that are metal. That because I've had break-ins before. And what I've noticed through all the videos that I watch with the break-ins, what they'll do is they'll come in with a crowbar and a hammer and pop this side and try to get into that cash box. But if you have that metal barrier around this part of the ATM, it's first off, it's gonna take longer, which by that time, hopefully the police there or the shop owner's there. And also, if you open up this vault, you'll get an alert to your phone saying that, hey, the vault door is open. So that's another safety measure. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, and you can also get these side panels locked. This one came with a side panel lock, but I don't put it up here because first off, this location is open 24 hours. So somebody's always here. The owner lives at the bottom level. So that also increases the transaction history too. They're open all day, every day. So you can get those. I also have one of these on Select Tattoo as well. A padlock. So that's just for extra security, because once even if they took a chainsaw, you will have to spend a lot of time trying to pop that lock on that side. But other than that, that's pretty much the ATM. When you get in here,
What's your processor charging per transaction?
See, me and my processor are in a good position. He's not charging me anything for processing. Now, he does take my interchange. So I get 100% of my processing. Out of that processing, I pay my owner's commission. So this will be the home screen. This will be what we would consider the back office. And here you got the customer set up, the system set up, the host set up, transaction set up. When you're setting up a new location, you want to go do the customer setup, type in their names on the receipts, the system setup. If you're doing a wireless versus a hardwired e-cord, you'll go in there for the host setup. This is for the screen, the name on the screens, etc. Any errors that pop up on the screen, you can go to diagnostics and it'll show you all the errors and also reports. Let's hypothetically say somebody came to this ATM and they said that they requested $100, but they only spent $60. You can go back into your journal and it'll pull up every transaction that happened before that and after that to confirm, first off, is anything wrong with the machine? Second, if there is something wrong with the machine, is this the only customer that had that problem? So And also the terminal ID. That's why I kind of blacked out what you have right now, because you know a lot of people can hack it through that. But protocols right here, if you did not load it right, instead of this saying normal, it will say error. Okay. So once you get done loading, you're looking for this to say normal, and it's pretty simple. I'm not gonna go through the actual loading process, but I just wanted to show you guys. And if anything's wrong with the card reader, this is going to be red. If anything is wrong with the pen pad, this is going to be red. Anything wrong with the cassettes, these are the cassettes, that's going to be red. If anything's wrong with the receipt paper, this is going to be red. Now, he was asking me about the touch and the tap. That's what this is, the RFID. You can add it on as an attachment, and people, instead of using their card, they can come up and just tap.
Do you have that on any of your machines?
I don't. I don't. You gotta get it like as an add-on. So you can go to ATM Park Mart. You can go to. I don't think you can buy them directly from Hyosung, because Hyosung, a lot of people don't know this. Hyosung is actually in Irving.
Yeah, right on
By the Toyota Music Factory. Yeah. So with that being said, as what we're considered as an ISO, a third party ATM deployer, you can't purchase them yourself, but my processor who helps me process, he can get any part that you need.
Got it.
So that would be the beauty of working with him. Now, I'm not trying to sell his business. If y'all have a different processor that you want to go with, that's totally fine as well. But I've been working with this guy for over 8 years, and he's helped me a lot.
So I have my own processor as well. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure you have your master operators.
I have all that.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for these ATMs, what he just spoke about is the master code. You can't do anything with this ATM, even if somebody gave it to you for free. If you don't have, well, you can blow out the system, but having the master code makes it a lot easier. So what the master code is like basically the hidden key behind these ATMs, to where you can go in, you can program it, and it'll set it up with your bank. Because it works like this: the ATM, the processor, and then the customer's account. So the account goes to the processor then sends you the money. So if a transaction is done Monday, most likely it'll be in your account Tuesday if it's done before 2 p.m. Anything after 2 p.m. won't be in your account until Wednesday. Saturday and Sunday, those transactions, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday won't be in your account. The majority of them, it'll trickle in Monday, but the rest of them will be Tuesday. Now that's if you're doing daily. You can also do monthly. So your Vault Cash will come back in your account daily, but your surcharge fee can come in your account once a month, either on the 1st or on the 8th.
How are you currently doing?
I'm doing daily. But a lot of people say, hey, I just want one lump sum of cash on the 8th. And it's your prerogative. It's really your prerogative. But so yes, that's how the ATM basically works. So like I said again, this is a Hyosung Halo 2. This is one of their, I would say, mid to high tier ATMs. Then you have a Force ATM, which I have none of those currently. But these things are workhorses. Like, as long as you keep them up and running, when I say up and running, plugged in. And because if you don't leave them plugged in, this keypad will die. And if the keypad dies, then you're looking at $300 to replace the keypad. Everything else is pretty cheap. These buttons are pretty cheap. The screen is around $300 if it was to break, $300 to $600. This is pretty cheap to replace. The Vault cover, these things are pretty cheap to replace too. But most things that you really want to wear, even when you're transporting, you want to take this cassette out and then transport it. Because if you don't, it's a little button that's on the inside. that allows the cassette to clip to the inside. So that button can get loose or damaged with that cassette being in there and it rattling around. Other than that, that's the